Hello everyone, this is Pat with our Oracle card reading and message for Monday, February 3rd, 2014. For today's reading, of course, I'm going to be using I'm going to be calling on the Archangel of the week, for the Archangel who's overseeing us this week. And of course, it's Mermaid Monday, so I'm going to be calling on the Mermaids for their messages for us as we start out our week. Now, for technical reasons, I've had to shoot this video a couple of times, so there are actually some cards that have already come out, which I will just go ahead and directly read from. And all right, so let's start with, the Archangel of the week is just, I ask who the Archangel is that either is overseeing us this week that we may need to work with or has messages for us, whose energies are guiding us this week. And the one who came out for today, for this week, is Archangel Michael with Remember Who You Are. And the message in the card says, you're a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. Now, when I look at this card, I feel like Michael's putting out a call to us to remember who we are and what we came here for. Okay? We come into our lifetimes with all of us come in with an individual life purpose. Some of us also come in with a global life purpose in which we're here to help the whole of humanity in a larger way. And so, I feel like this is a call from Michael, like to get back in touch, because Michael is the Archangel who oversees our life purpose. And so we may have some either experiences this week or maybe even just quiet moments of meditation where we're kind of being called back to that. It's almost as though we may have, dozed off a little bit on it. And, Michael's here to kind of gently give us a little shake to say, wake up, come on, wake up, get back on board, get back on, track. And so it's time to come forward. And he's, calling those of us, who have a global mission into that more. And because he is the Archangel who helps us to be, strong, powerful, to overcome our fear, he's escorting us into that and calling us into action, I feel. Now, not everybody has a global life purpose, but we all do have individual ones. So even if yours may be just an individual one, although it's never just I want to say, in other words, it doesn't mean it's not important, because we all have a circle of friends, a circle of family, and people that, we influence, who are influenced by us, and they influence us as well. So we do have a life purpose involved with our children, our family, etc. And Michael helps us to remember that. So if in some way you're struggling with that a bit, call upon Michael. In fact, I'm giving a workshop this coming Sunday on working with Archangel Michael, because he is so powerful. And boy, when you call for his help, Michael, help me to get on my life path and purpose, with my career or whatever that entails, he'll get you into motivated action pretty quickly. But it's also about remembering the power of spirit. As spiritual beings, we are very powerful, much more powerful than we realize. And Michael's here to help us remember that, because we're not victims. We don't have to remain victims, okay? And he helps us to show us our power, how we can be more empowered in our own life, whether it's for our individual life purpose or for our global life purpose, or both. So that's part of what he's coming in to oversee, I feel, this week with this. And, again, if you're struggling with it at all, Michael's kind of also the go-to archangel for whatever you may need help with. So if you aren't familiar with all the archangels, you don't know who else to call upon, go to Michael, okay? Now, for the mermaids, I got two messages here. The first one is pay attention, and it says, notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. And, I feel like the angels are calling you to look at situations around you or things that are going on, and they're saying, pay attention. There's a message that's trying to get through to you. There's something that you need to be aware of. It's a heads up. It is a wake up call, but not in the sense of a dire warning. Okay, it's more of pay attention to what's going on around you, because there's messages. There's a message in it for you. Okay. I knew of several people this weekend who had medical conditions or situations that they thought were resolved that kind of suddenly intensified again and sent them running back to the hospital. Or, there may have been other situations that people had too that suddenly intensified. And myself included, I got an unexpected illness, and came on very suddenly and got intense very quickly, and it's still not over yet. You can hear it in my voice. But I feel like there's between the life purpose card that we got here, or the Remember Who You Are card from Archangel Michael. I sort of feel like these two cards are having a message for you. It's a pay attention, because they're giving you messages about your life purpose, and Michael's kind of overseeing that. But also just to pay attention to what's been going on with you physically. Maybe there's a situation around you that you've been in for a long time. You need to move on from, what have you. Anyways, they're giving you a wake up call. Just like I feel like Michael's kind of shaking you when you might have dozed off, saying, "Come on, time to get back to your life purpose. Time to wake up and get on it again." And because the card that's come out here after that is A New Dawn. And it says, the worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. Pardon me. One of the things I have to pay attention to, which one of my readers commented on before, is that I'm always coughing. And so I need to sit and inquire about why that is, and maybe look into the more underlying mental thought patterns or mental emotional issues that may be underlying that. So that's my thing that I need to pay attention to, because it certainly got worse and intensified with the cold I had this weekend. And by the way, thank you all so much for your well wishes. And so A New Dawn, that signals that the worst is now behind you and that there is a new beginning. Okay? This card signals that you are getting it. You will get it. That it can be overcome, and it will be overcome. There's a new dawn now. The worst of it is behind you. So for those people who did have something, physical or some kind of medical thing intensify, the worst is now behind you, and from here on it's going to be more smooth sailing, and you'll be well taken care of. Okay. If you're dealing with some other situation, it does definitely signal a new beginning in terms of things getting better for you. Okay. And I'll even read a little bit from this passage, A New Dawn, because it's really a great way the way it explains it. It says, by pulling this card, you've turned a corner in your life, wherein your prayers and positive thoughts are delivering new rays of divine light to illuminate your present and future. Okay? So, it's really a positive outcome, but the Archangel Michael and the Mermaids are very much saying, wake up and just pay attention to what's going on and what you can learn from it. So those are our messages coming into this Monday. And thank you all so much for watching, and I hope this resonates with you in some way. I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. So take care, everyone, and have a lovely Monday.